Have you ever wondered if the supernatural is closer to us than we think? Today, you're about to discover real, terrifying accounts that defy everything we know about reality. Stories of possessions, ghost sightings, and encounters with entities that interact with humans in terrifying ways. How can we explain the unexplainable? These stories are not just myths. They are real and happen to people just like you. It's not just fear. It's the unknown, the beyond our understanding, invading our world. Are you ready to hear what challenges all logic? Stay with us until the end and uncover the truth behind what many call the supernatural. The supernatural has always been part of our history. From the beginning of time, cultures around the world have documented events that cannot be explained by science. People have reported encounters with ghosts, voices from beyond, and even possessions that defy human logic. But what really happens when we face the unexplainable? This video will explore real stories of people who experienced supernatural phenomena and had their lives changed forever. Some tried to rationalize what they lived, but deep down, they knew what they encountered didn't make sense. Now prepare yourself to hear accounts that will shake your perception of reality. Maria was an ordinary woman until one night, her life turned into a nightmare. What seemed like a simple illness turned into something much darker. Suddenly she began to display strange behaviors. Her voice changed. She spoke in unknown tongues, and her physical strength seemed to exceed human limits. Witnesses reported feeling an evil presence in the air, something heavy and unsettling. The worst was yet to come. Friends and family, worried about what was happening, sought help, but even experts were perplexed. They tried all known methods to bring Maria back to reality, but nothing seemed to work. What happened to Maria? Was it a possession, or was something much more incomprehensible at play? Now, imagine being alone in an abandoned hospital at night, surrounded by silence and darkness. That's exactly what happened to a group of friends who decided to explore the place. But what seemed like just an adventure turned into something much scarier. During their exploration, one of the friends began to hear footsteps behind them. But when they looked, there was no one there. The air seemed heavier, and a chilling sensation took over the group. Suddenly, a pale figure appeared in the hallway, disappearing as quickly as it had emerged. No one could explain what happened that night. They said they saw a spirit, someone who seemed lost, still wandering the hospital halls, perhaps searching for something we can't understand. But who was this spirit, and why was it there at that moment? Imagine being in an isolated forest, far from civilization, and suddenly feeling a presence that can't be explained. That's what happened to a man during a nighttime walk. He felt a strange energy, a pressure in his chest that left him completely paralyzed. As he looked around, he saw a hooded figure approaching, floating in the air, making no sound. The entity seemed to be watching him, and he, unable to move, felt an inexplicable connection to it. Was it fear or something more? The man didn't know, but something inside him told him he was facing something that should not be understood. When the figure vanished, he was forever marked. The feeling that the impossible was around him never left. What really happened in that forest? Now that you've heard these terrifying stories, let's try to understand what might be behind them. Some say these encounters are simply products of our minds, hallucinations, or deep fears. Others believe that science, no matter how advanced, still can't explain everything that exists in the world. Can we explain Maria's possession as a psychological disorder? Or was the hospital encounter a collective illusion created by fear? And what about that entity in the forest? Was there really a supernatural presence? Or was it just a distorted perception of reality? The truth is that no matter how hard we try to find answers, there are phenomena that continue to challenge our understanding. Maybe the supernatural is an unseen part of reality, something beyond the reach of modern science. And you? Have you ever had an inexplicable experience? Seen something that can't be explained? Whether it's a ghost, a strange sensation, or an encounter that defies all logic. No matter how absurd your story may seem, it's real to you. In the comments, share your experiences and let us know what you think of these stories. Are we really dealing with the supernatural? Or are these just our minds creating these mysteries? The answer, perhaps, is closer than we think. These stories are just the beginning. The supernatural world is vast, mysterious, and challenges our perceptions of reality. What if the supernatural is more real than we think? If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends who also love mysteries. Stay tuned, because more terrifying stories are coming your way. The unknown never fails to surprise us. See you next time, where the mystery continues and the truth is yet to be uncovered.